Hey, what is up mortals, it's Patrick here, and before we get into today's video, there's a few things I'd like to say. Firstly, thank you Beautiful Halo for sponsoring this video. Secondly, a quick thank you to our supporters on Patreon. The full list will be at the end of the video. If you'd like to support us and our content, please go over there and check it out. Thirdly, if you have a what-if idea and you want it to be done by us ASAP, you can now commission it from us. Go into the Discord that is in the description of this video and DM the head writer. Tell him your idea and he will explain the process to you. Thanks again, Beautiful Halo. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. Our story starts off just like in canon. Izuku rushes to the school during rush hour, but on his way there, he's met with a giant villain causing damage across the city and holding up a large crowd. Izuku, being the fanboy he is, would stop and watch happily. As he was watching, the hero's death arms and backdraft cleared debris and took the civilians away while Kamui Woods took on the massive villain head-on. Izuku pushed his way to the front of the crowd, a people with a massive grin on his face. A fanboy, eh? Oh man, an old man chuckles as he sees Izuku smile at the sight of the heroes. Kinda, I wanna be just like them, Izuku replies, as the battle rages on, sounding a bit nervous at the start. Oh really? What's your quirk? The man questions. He seems rather interested in Izuku. My quirk is called Technopath. I can control machines, but isn't that strong yet, he nervously mutters after. His quirk gives me a very basic control over machines, being able to turn them off and on at will. They couldn't do anything major yet. He had hopes if he keeps training with it, he'd do more impressive stuff with it. With the battle past its climax, because of Mount Lady coming in and knocking out the villain, Izuku found time to write down what he had seen in the hero notes of the old man, jokingly mocking him on it. Most things would go to the same until after the sludge villain attacks Deku and All Might stepped in to save him. As him and All Might got to the rooftop of the building, Izuku stutters and asks, "Is it possible if I don't even have a strong quirk?" All Might turned back to Izuku in surprise. That was a bit of a random question at the moment. As he went to tell the kid the sad truth, he was engulfed by a large cloud of smoke as he had reached his time limit. A surprised Izuku stares at him with disbelief, asking where did All Might go. With All Might explaining his injury, he also told Izuku the sad truth. Honestly, I don't think you can become a hero without a strong quirk. This tore Izuku, apart from the inside. His dreams of being a hero crushed by his idol devastated him. Staring down at his feet in shock, Izuku mutters back, "Okay." As he just stands there, All Might left the rooftop, through the stairs, while saying Izuku should just become a police officer. But he wasn't listening. He was still in shock from his dreams being crushed. Izuku started to walk home, while trying to hold back a flood of tears. As he walked, he seen a massive black smoke cloud coming down from the street. Rushing to it, it's here he sees Bakugo being attacked with a sludge from before. There was fire everywhere that was being contained by backdraft. Death Arms, the other heroes, tried to fight the sludge villain, but not due to Bakugo's explosions and sludge villain's moldable body. Izuku watches while feeling helpless, but something forced Izuku to run at the villain. As he ran, he lost control of his quirk, causing car lights to flicker and streetlights to overload and burst. He didn't even notice his quirk going off. All he cared about was saving Bakugo. As he gets closer to the villain, he throws his school bag at him, causing him to lose his grip on Bakugo. When he gets close to the villain, he tried to cross him the sludge off of Bakugo, but to no avail. As this was going on, one person watched him, with the same helpless feeling Izuku was feeling before he ran in, All Might in his deflated form. He was in shock. The kid he just told couldn't become a hero was doing something the actual pros were afraid to do. While it was a stupid idea, he couldn't just stand and watch. As he forced himself into muscle form, he leaped at the villain with his fist pulled back. Grabbing onto Bakugo, All Might yelled out, "Detroit Smash!" Punch didn't actually hit the villain, but instead it created a massive air blast that splattered the villain everywhere and off of Bakugo. While both of the boys lay on the ground as it began to rain, they were both in shock at the sudden entrance of All Might. Izuku was more surprised. He thought that All Might had reached his limit for the day. He wouldn't get much time to think about it before the pro heroes crowded them to make sure they were okay. While Bakugo got praise for actions by a few pro heroes, Izuku was being scolded for his actions by Death Arms. After all of that was done, Izuku was let go by the heroes. On his way, he was still depressed about what All Might said to him, the words still echoing in his head. As Izuku went to turn, out popped All Might in his muscle form, exclaiming, "I am here!" Izuku jumping back in shock. He had no clue where All Might just came from. Then another white cloud engulfed him to turn him back into his Small Might form. He found Izuku to do two things. thank him for stepping in to save Bakugo, and to ask about his quirk. "You said he had a weak quirk. What is it?" he cheerfully asked. Izuku wasn't as cheerful as he explained his quirk. "It's called Technopath. I can control machines, but I can't really do anything with it yet." All Might stared at Izuku for a few seconds before stating, "What if I told you to pass my quirk onto you to upgrade yours?" This confused Izuku. Pass on the quirk to upgrade my own? That was unheard of. It sounded completely insane. It was here All Might explained his quirk. One for all. With One for All, Izuku could upgrade his quirk while also gaining the strength of All Might. Without hesitation, Izuku accepted All Might. Izuku would spend the next 10 months with All Might before the UA entrance exam, training his body while clearing the beach side. Throughout this time, Izuku would try to strengthen his quirk on his own, but nothing came from this. It was almost like his quirk was almost a dud. As the 10 tedious months passed, Izuku had completely cleaned the beach and strengthened his body a little. On the day of the entrance exam, All Might came to check on Izuku's progress, like he normally would, to see the beach completely empty and Izuku standing triumphantly while looking over at the beach. It was time for All Might to pass on One for All. As he congratulated Izuku on cleaning the beach, he pulled out a small strand of hair and exclaimed the words, "Eat this." Being in shock, Izuku asked him to explain. He needed a piece of All Might's DNA to pass on his quirk, and eating a strand of hair being the easiest thing to do. Without an option, Izuku did what All Might said. It would take an hour or two before it would kick in, but he didn't have time to waste. He needed to get ready for the entrance exam. Nothing too eventful happened on his way to the exam. He got in a shower, ate food, and met a girl with a gravity quirk. While in the exam hall, he learned there was going to be 2 parts of this exam, a written test and a physical exam. The written exam wasn't too hard. Izuku was a smart kid, but didn't study much with training with All Might, something that could have helped him. The physical exam involved entering a mock city with other students that had robots, called villain bots in them, each bot having a point value. The goal was to destroy as many robots as possible before the time was up. And there was one massive detail. There was a giant 0-point robot patrolling the city as well, something most people would not be able to fight. As Izuku entered the arena, he was shaking with nervousness. He had no proper combat experience, except for the sled villain attack, and only felt a little different after inheriting One for All. He had a strange feeling in his head, like he could sense the machines around him. As the hero pressed mic till the exam needs to start, a flood of villain bots entered the city and charged. People ran at these machines head on. A guy with engines on his legs and 2 other people both had some type of hardening quirk, for example. They were destroying their fair share of robots. If Izuku didn't hurry up, there would be no robots for him. As Izuku ran forward, a villain bot rushed at him. The villain bot that rushed him was a large green robot that moved on 1 wheel. On its arm, with a large shield like plates that HE'd some sort of heavy weapon, Izuku knew it was a terrible idea to rush, and regretted it, stopping dead in his tracks. But he needed to get his points. What could he do? As the machine got close to him, Izuku instinctively yelled out, "Stop!" But as he did, a strange static shock pinned through Izuku's head as the machine stopped immediately. In shock, Izuku stood still for a few seconds before realizing he was the one who did it. It felt like he could feel the machine while also being able to see its system in its head.
Weapon system, melee, only but chain gun, ready to be loaded. Power percentage, 92%. Difficulty level, normal.
It appeared One for All had improved his abilities to control technology, making him a true technopath. Wasting no time, Izuku jumped on the back of the villain bot, took full control of it. He had a limited range for controlling machines. He needed to be close to it to take full control. As he, Izuku, blended through the arena on the back of his villain bot, he slashed through other robots by using the sharp edges of the shield like plates, while using the chain gun to shoot through the robots at a further distance, while also making sure not to fire in the vicinity of other people. As he went on, Izuku noticed something else strange about his newly upgraded quirk. As he destroyed the bots, there would usually be a spare arm or 2 that weren't damaged, and Izuku could gain slight control over them. He could use this to forcefully merge them with the robot he was riding. He didn't quite understand how he was able to do it, but could feel a massive headache building up the more he did this. As Izuku tore through more villain bots with his upgraded one, a large shadow started to loom over the arena. There was an absolutely massive villain bot looking down at the students. It was so large that even if Izuku got to one of the legs of the robot, he couldn't be close enough to take full control. As the 0-point robot inches closer, Yoraka is trapped under some rubble. This video is brought to you by our beautiful sponsor, BeautifulHalo.com. Take out whatever your heart desires. Hoodies, shirts, pants, and even jackets. They have it all. But we all would like to wear some nice clothing, right? Well, Beautiful Halo is the perfect place for that. They have Apple in the styles of many well-favorited animes such as JoJo, Dragon Ball, Black Clover, One Punch Man, and My Hero Academia. If if you're like the 1% who personally hates anime or just aren't into it despite being on this channel, then they've got you covered too, with a bunch of stuff for cartoons, movies, shows, and comics, along with popular names like Star Wars, SpongeBob, Marvel, DC, and Rick and Morty. They have hundreds of different items of clothing to fit your style so that you can feel like you in public, or just around the house. What are you waiting for? Go check out beautifulhalo.com and use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Remember, MEME. I repeat, use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Again, a huge thanks to Beautiful Halo for being our sponsor. Thank you all for watching the video to the end. Now there's a few more things I'd like to go over. Before the video ends, firstly, I'd like to thank you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Lastly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video, as well as the editor for this video. Their details will be in the description. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or you're just interested in becoming one of those, go to the Discord that is in the description of the video and hit up the head of one of those areas. We're always looking for members to join us. Alright, well, that's it for today's video, so thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and hit that like button if you like the video. Now, until next time, peace out, mortals. Have an amazing day.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light